All right, let's move on. I'm going to clump together our teenage midfielders now, or maybe not teenagers. How old is Donley? He's 20 now, right? Our younger midfielder. So I'm going to put in Donley, Alfie Devine, who's also 20, Archie Gray, Lucas Bergvall. Um, this one is relatively simple. Keep all of them for me. Donley has some great abilities in midfield. I think he's got an eye for a pass that very few players have, but he does need to take a step up, and I suspect he'll be out on another loan next year to a championship club. Maybe Wrexham, maybe West Brom. Who knows? David, what have you got for us on this one?
Oh yeah, so I'm going to probably get into trouble for what I'm about to say. I think all four of them should go out on loan.
Gray
In
and Bergvall as well.
Not Bergvall. Sorry, I forgot Bergvall was in the loan. No, not Bergvall. Or three out of the four should go out on loan. I think Gray should go out on loan. I don't think
I
I don't think he should be used as a sort of a stopgap in 20
mm,
different positions at this stage in his development. I don't think he looks anything like strong enough to be number six or even a number eight in midfield. And I think he's supposed to be a midfield player. And I think like 19, I think he's bags of potential. I'm not saying he's not good enough for Tottenham, but I don't think he's good enough now for a Champions League team. And I think what would be better would be to get him a really, really good loan at a sort of in a really good league um, where he can grow and develop. I think same for the two other less advanced youngsters. Same story. Lucas
yeah.
Bergvall, I want to marry him to my firstborn. Yeah, I think he's fantastic. Although, I support you.
I
Just
did.
thinking about that, David.
Yeah.
So I did have a thought about Archie Gray, and I think, well, Leeds are in the Premier League this year.
There you go.
Can Would they be interested in taking him back? I said, but the only way I put this out on Blue Sky, I said Leeds can have Archie Gray for a season, but he needs to bring his brother Harry back with him. And I got roundly told to fuck off by Leeds United fans. So they obviously think Harry Gray's a bit of a talent. Ash, what are your thoughts?
Um, yeah, generally agree. My question and Kjetil, is it Bergvall? Did it sound like Bergvall?
That's pretty close, yeah.
Bergvall.
Bergvall.
Bergvall. Um, my interest with him is where does he play? Where can we play him to the best advantage? Because he's just become, I believe, invaluable and a possible leader. Love how he puts himself about. We haven't seen what he can actually do offensively too much. So I don't know what your thoughts are. I don't know if he can play a six at all. Maybe the eight or the 10 is where, to me, that's since he might be the only one we keep, the other ones may be going alone. What do we do with Bergvall?
Kjetil, seeing as you're able to pronounce the name perfectly, what do we do with Bergvall?
Bergvall,
Oh, you're killing me.
yeah, yeah.
Changed it.
He he's so physically strong. He's so mentally ready for this now. He was the start of the season. He wanted too much. He was too stressed about being good enough. But when he settled down, calmed down, and started using the ball to his best abilities, he looks like for me, he looks like a six or eight. Not a 10. For me, he's not looking like a kind of a playmaker, through ball kind of guy at this point. He looks like more of a, yeah, maybe eight is the right position for him. If you really want to put him in one of them, but I think he can play as a six or an eight. Because he physically looks very, very ready now. And the way he keeps the ball away from how he's so Dembele about it. Like
Exactly.
the
Yeah.
way he keeps the ball to his feet and protect it from the others. I really love that about him. So eight, maybe six for me. Of
Yeah,
course,
because he has the possibility of breaking the lines like Dembele, used to have and keeping the ball. So like I like him a little bit as a 6, but I'm nervous about saying because he's so young and because it was so unexpected. But that like projecting from deep with the ball is really, really valuable.
Yeah. Charlie.
Well, I mean, I think everyone said everything about Bergvall. I think he's more of an advanced player. I like to see him sort of pick the ball up in the middle of the park and push it forward and interact with Kulusevski. Just Kulusevski, not Madison, because I would happily ship Madison on, but we're not there yet.
We're going to get there soon, I promise me.
A lot of this has to do with what happens at 6, I think. I mean, I think Bentancur belongs better at 8, personally. I would love to see us get to, I know we haven't got there yet, but maybe we can segue. I'd love to see us get to at least one big 6 in a Rodri style, obviously not as big as Rodri, but somebody who really makes that position their own and makes it unequivocally their own. That would leave Bergvall unequivocally as our number 8, and I would say probably Kulusevski as our number 10. And Gray, I don't see him going out on loan unless it is back to Leeds. But I think that Gray has to be playing in the position that he wants to play in, even if that's in Carling Cup, whatever it is, cup matches, but deprioritize cup matches. He has to play there, and he has to get blooded at that because Bergvall has, because of the injuries that we have, Bergvall had to play there. He had to play in 8, and that's why he thrived, and that's when he really took off in this season, was when there was no other choice but to put Bergvall in. And he really took that opportunity like no one else. And I think at the time, Jed Spence was our best player. And everyone would have said Jed Spence has been the best player this season. And then all of a sudden, Bergvall gets a string of probably 10 games. And all of a sudden, Bergvall is like, the new jewel in the crown for us. So I think that Archie Gray needs that time at number 6, but I don't think he's by any means first choice. I wouldn't put him at, and I think he's useless at left back or right back and at centre back because he's just not built like one. He's not going to be there for the rest of his career. So I can see him being a backup number 6, Bentancur playing as a backup, switching it out with Bergvall, and us getting a big number 6 in. Archie Gray playing, third fiddle to that, second or third fiddle. Yeah.
Okay.
And the other 2 guys,
Marcel.
Alfie Devine, and the other one, what was the other guy?
Devine and Donley.
I mean, Donley scored some amazing goals for Leyton Orient this year. Absolutely unbelievable goals, but I haven't seen his all-round game, so I can't say anything. He's not going anywhere. What is he, 19? So, let him have a couple more seasons. And
Marcel.
Donley probably needs to go to a higher level on loan. As League One is great, but he needs to go into maybe the Championship, I think. Cut his teeth there, I think. Yeah. But Bergvall, I'm trying my best. Enough's been said about him. I mean, I think we all agree there. So no problems there. Archie Gray it's a tough one. I take on board the fact that he probably needs to play in his real position a bit more. But then he has proved himself to be a decent utility player at backup. And looking from a squad point of view, I mean, there's nothing wrong with being a utility player and playing in different positions because you learn a lot about the game.
Yeah.
So there's 2 ways of looking at it. So I'm on
one of our greatest players, Ledley King, played fullback, defensive midfield before he managed to settle down and play in central defence. So yeah, having that flexibility gives you a background, an understanding of different positions and different places on the pitch. Ross, finish us off with this section.
Think you keep Bergvall and Gray. Donley, he had a great League One, but it's League One. I think Devine, if an offer came in, I'd accept it. From a Burnley or a team like that who just maybe have come up, or a team that have just been relegated, like a Southampton or West Brom maybe. He hasn't kicked on as much. In Westerlo, he was in and out. He might have been injured as well. Didn't have the greatest of times. But
Did have a
yeah,
hamstring injury.
yeah. So I'd keep Gray around. I think the talk of him being on loan, I don't know what that does for his growth. He learned so much by playing because he had to. But yeah, I'd keep them too. Donley, he needs either a lower Premier League loan, like to, I don't know, not a West Ham for God's sake, but to a Sunderland maybe. It's just a team like that because they're going to lose Joe Bellingham to Dortmund. But Alfie Devine, I'd happily sell if someone came in with a £5-10 million offer.